Imagine walking through the front door of a grand, European-style mansion. But instead of stepping onto a polished wooden floor, your boots sink deep into a pile of soft, orange sand. The doors are hanging off their hinges, the beautiful floral wallpaper is peeling away, and a massive sand dune has literally swallowed the living room. The wind howls through the broken windows, carrying even more dust inside. Welcome to Kolmanskop, Namibia, a place that was once one of the richest towns on the planet, and is now entirely ruled by the relentless desert. The story of this fascinating ghost town starts back in 1908, and it begins with a single shiny rock. A railway worker named Zacharias Luala was simply clearing sand away from the train tracks when he spotted a diamond sitting right there in the dirt. He showed it to his boss, a German railway inspector, who quickly confirmed that it was, in fact, a diamond. Once the word got out that the desert sand was literally sparkling with precious gems, the rush was on. Prospectors flocked to this harsh, waterless part of the Namib Desert to strike it rich. And rich they got. The diamonds here were so plentiful that at night, men would crawl on their bellies under the moonlight, picking up the glowing gems right off the surface of the sand. Within a few short years, Kolmanskop transformed from a barren, windy patch of desert into a booming, incredibly wealthy town. It was built to look exactly like a traditional German village, which is completely wild when you consider its location. Despite being in the middle of absolutely nowhere, surrounded by blazing heat and brutal sandstorms, the residents lived in total luxury. The town was a true oasis of wealth. We are talking about grand, multi-story mansions, a giant public swimming pool, a butcher, a bakery, and even an ice factory. In a place where daytime temperatures soared to extreme highs, having fresh ice delivered to your door every single morning was the ultimate sign of wealth. Life in Kolmanskop was surprisingly lavish and full of entertainment. The town boasted a massive ballroom where people danced the night away to live music. There was a theater for plays and a beautiful wooden bowling alley that you can actually still see inside one of the buildings today. Every morning, a special train pulled into town bringing fresh drinking water. That same train brought imported treats like champagne, fine wines, and caviar all the way from Europe. For a brief moment in time, Kolmanskop was a little slice of high society completely surrounded by endless miles of dry sand. But the town also had a strictly controlled side. Because the diamonds were so easy to find, the town's managers were terrified of theft. They set up harsh living conditions for the local workers who did the heavy lifting. The town even built a state-of-the-art hospital, which housed the very first X-ray machine in all of southern Africa. However, this machine was not just used for broken bones. It was primarily used to X-ray workers to make sure they were not swallowing diamonds to smuggle them out. Like all massive diamond rushes, the good times simply could not last forever. By the 1920s, the diamond supply around Kolmanskop started to dry up. The easy days of picking gems off the ground were over. Then, in 1928, an even richer diamond field was discovered further south, near the Orange River. That discovery was the final nail in the coffin for Kolmanskop. The residents immediately started packing up their lives, eager to chase the new wealth, leaving their grand town behind. By 1956, Kolmanskop was completely and totally abandoned. The last remaining families locked their doors, leaving behind their beautiful homes and heavy furniture. That is when the desert started to take the town back. Without humans there to sweep away the sand and maintain the buildings, the Namib Desert slowly moved in. Today, Kolmanskop is one of the most famous and hauntingly beautiful ghost towns in the entire world. The relentless winds have blown thousands of tons of sand through the broken windows. In some of the houses, the sand reaches all the way up to the ceiling. It creates an incredible but creepy contrast, colorful, peeling paint on the walls, and a perfect, smooth sand dune right in the middle of a bedroom. It is a powerful reminder of how quickly nature can erase what humans build. Standing in these empty, sand-filled rooms today, you can almost hear the ghosts of the past. You can imagine the clinking of champagne glasses, the loud crash of bowling pins, and the laughter of people who truly thought the good times would never end. Kolmanskop went from dust to diamonds and right back to dust. It is a beautiful tragedy and a testament to the fact that no matter how rich a town becomes, nature always gets the final say. If you enjoyed exploring this sand-swallowed ghost town with me today, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the world's most fascinating abandoned places. Let me know in the comments below, would you be brave enough to spend a night alone in Kolmanskop? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.